Hi, I'm Kermit the Alien, and you're watching Resto Roomba. On the first episode of Revive Your Scooba, I'll be shedding some light on this basically undiscovered Scooba 450 built-in test mode. This mode can be used to diagnose any kind of flaw your Scooba might be having. Prepare this cheat sheet to guide you all through the diagnostic mode. But first, let's take a look at the important notices I have written. Entering the diagnostic mode on any robot will void the warranty. Yes, if your about 8-year-old machine is still somehow under warranty, do not do this. Every action is being written in the internal black box that cannot be modified, so don't risk it. In the diagnostic mode, all safety features are turned off. Cliff sensors, bumper sensors, wheel drop sensors, etc. This is kinda self-explanatory. I always do these tests on the floor so my robot has no way of falling off anything. Scooba 450's built-in test has a total of 27 tests. This sheet only goes to test 16, as the continuing tests refer to the motherboard only, which is impossible to fix in any way in household conditions. Resto Roomba is not affiliated with iRobot in any way and is only a passion project. Proceed with caution. Test names were stripped straight from the robot's software. With these out of the way, we can proceed with entering the test. To activate, first turn off Scooba. Press and hold the info and clean buttons and press the room size button 6 times. After releasing the buttons, Scooba plays a melody and the LEDs start blinking. This means we have successfully entered the diagnostic mode. The lights should include a pulsating orange battery, the info button blinking red and green, blinking room size button and the room sizes along with the clean button lights spinning in a circle. This test is the position 0, and to move forward with our test, I need to press the info button. To go back, I use the room size button. The clean button will inform us on the test we are on along with the Scooba beeping in different patterns. Test number 1 is the smart bumper test, and requires no user action. The green battery means Scooba has passed the test and can detect its bumper. Test number 2 is the mechanical bumper test. After pressing the left side, the info button will light up. After pressing the right side, the room size button will light up. The battery icon will change to green, meaning Scooba passed the test. Now on to test number 3, this time it's the cliff sensors. After lifting the robot up, 4 of the segmented ring lights come on, signifying all 4 of the cliff sensors. Simulating a floor with the palm of my hand, I cover every sensor from left to right. When the battery turns green, it means every sensor is working correctly. Test number 4 is for the light touch sensors, being the infrared distance sensors in the bumper. Using my hand again, I simulate a wall in front of the Scooba from left to right. For this test to pass, you need to activate every single infrared sensor, and it will take some maneuvering around to get right. Test number 5 is for testing the infrared receiver. To activate it, I use an active virtual wall. I place it in front of the robot. When the sensor starts sensing the infrared beam from the virtual wall, the info button will light up. After I take it away, the light disappears and the battery icon turns green. Test number 6 tests the battery sensors and voltage. Since it requires no user action, I skip it to the next test. Test number 7 is the spill tilt sensor. I need to tilt the robot forward in a way that the bumper points down. First, the info button will light up, and after tilting it some more, the room size button will light up. Set the robot down and skip to the next test. Test number 8 is the wheel drop test. First, I gently lift the robot's left side until it activates the left wheel drop switch, and do the same for the right side. Test number 9 will rotate the left wheel, so make sure you have enough space for the robot to spin freely. When the robot starts spinning and the blue room size button light comes on, I'm going to gently stall the motor by pressing the robot down. If the green info light comes on, the wheel encoders are working fine. I advise to check the wheel while it's spinning and observe if it spins freely. Test number 10 is exactly the same as number 9, just for the right wheel. Test number 11 will make Scooba go backwards. Once again, stall the motors by holding it down to the ground, both lights turning off, meaning the encoders are working. Test number 12 is for testing the front caster wheel along with the status sensor. To test the wheel, I lift the robot and press the wheel down using my hand. Pressing it, the room size button's light should turn off. For the status detect, stand the robot up just like it would on a dry dock charging stand. The info button lights up as the status sensor is activated. None of these lights should be active when the robot is placed on the ground. Test 13 is for testing the main brush under the robot. I carefully stall it using my hand, which makes the info button light up green. Test 14 turns on the vacuum motor. This test requires no user action, and after both lights appear, I skip it to the next. Test 15 tests the pump. After both lights turn on, signifying the pump is working, I skip it to the last test I'm gonna show here, being test 16. The tank present sensor test. I take out the tank, which causes the info button to glow. After putting the tank back in, the light should go out. Now, to finish the test, simply turn off Scooba. In the following episodes of this series, I'm gonna show you easy fixes for common Scooba problems, as well as tricks to revive it and make it function like new. This test makes diagnosing Scooba problems really easy, which can really help when it comes to potentially fixing these models. I hope you enjoyed this short overview of it, and it can hopefully help you in the future. Big thanks to my Czech friends for helping me actually gather the information on this test, as almost no one published any info on this particular model's testing procedure. If you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. It really helps. Kermit the Alien signing out. Peace.